بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعزائي التلاميذ، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا ومرحبا بكم في قناتكم توفيق ABC English. هذه القناة التي تهتم بشرح دروس اللغة الإنجليزية بالدارجة المغربية لفائدة تلاميذ الثانوي التأهيلي بما في ذلك الجدع المشترك الأولى باكالوريا والثانية باكالوريا. في كل حلقة نقدم درس جديد بشكل مبسط وبجودة عالية، فمرحبا بكم في درس اليوم الذي سنتناول من خلاله مواهب الشباب Gifts of Youth. إذا كنتم مستعدين فهيا على بركة الله لنبدأ حصة اليوم. So introduction, we have introduction to the theme of the unit, and it's about gifts of youth. In this session we are going to learn what is gifts of youth and what are some gifts of youth, some vocabulary related to gifts of youth, and of course some talented or gifted people in Morocco. في هذه الحلقة سنتعرف على ما معنى مواهب الشباب، بعض مواهب الشباب، وبعض المصطلحات يعني الملمة أو التي تتماشى مع مواهب الشباب، بالإضافة إلى بعض الشباب المواهب في المغرب. فهيا بنا. What is the meaning of gifts of youth? So this is a present. Okay. أشنو كنقصدو ب gifts of youth؟ أشنو كنقصدو ب gifts of youth؟ So as you can see in the picture we have a present. This is a present or a gift. تنقولو a present or a gift. And of course a present or a gift means هدية. هذه هدية. So a gift or a present is something that is given freely to another person or to a group of people. Maybe it may be an association or an organization. And we can call it a gift as well. So a present or a gift. But what is a gift? A gift is a present, هي الهدية اللي محراتنا عليها, or a talent. So gift عندها جوج ديال المعاني، يا إما present اللي هي هدية أو لا a talent. And what is a talent؟ هي الموهبة. Okay, so موهبة, a talent. And we say a special ability. So a talent is a special ability or a natural ability to do something well. هي واحد الموهبة طبيعية أو لا قدرة طبيعية على فعل شيء ما بامتياز. Okay, so to describe someone we say باش كنوصفو شي واحد كنقولو حميد for example is talented or gifted. Okay, حميد موهوب وحميد يعني له موهبة. So gifted here means talented, okay, which is موهوب. Nice. Next, this is a woman. Okay, this is a woman, and of course she is only one person. So we say an old woman. But here we have a group of people, old people. So together we call them elders or seniors. Okay, so one woman we say an old woman. One man we say an old man. But when we have a group we call them seniors or elders. On the other hand, we have one boy, and this boy is young, so we say young boy. And whenever we have a group of boys or girls, or young boys and girls, we call them youth. Okay, so one man or one woman means an older people, or an old people, an old person, right? For groups we call them seniors or elders, and for young people, one young people we say a young person, but together we call them youth. Okay, and then gifts of youth. When we say gift, we learn what is a gift and we learn what is a youth. Okay, so when you combine them we say gifts of youth. فاش كنجمعهم كتولي عندنا مواهب الشباب. So what is مواهب الشباب? They are the natural and special abilities of the young people. So when we say gifts of youth, we mean by that the natural and special abilities of young people. مواهب الشباب هم دوك القدرات والملكات الفطرية أو بعض المرات حتى المكتسبة التي يمتلكها الشباب. Let's move on to the next. Can you name some famous gifted Moroccan people? Okay, so here are some. I wonder, and I'm sure that you know some of them, not all of them, but some of them. Well, so these are some Moroccan or gifted Moroccan people, and what can they do? Okay, so let's start with number one. Number one is Mustafa Al-Fakkak, and he is nicknamed as Swinga. And of course, this is a very talented person. I really like this guy because he's really talented and he's hardworking. Well, he is a filmmaker and content creator. Number two, she is Fatim Zahra Akhyar, and she is an Arab reading finalist. Okay, so Fatim Zahra and Maryam Amjoun are both have the same talent, right? Okay, next is Bushra Dou, and she is a journalist. And then we have Mohammed Bassou, and he is a stand-up comedian. So Maryam Amjoun, Arab reading champion and the youngest TV host. Okay. مريم أمجون كما يعرف الجميع هي الفائزة بنسخة تحدي القراءة العربي، وهي أول مغربية كتفوز بهذه المسابقة. and she is also the youngest TV host. بالنسبة لفاطمة زهراء أخيار فهي كانت يعني among يعني من بين الثلاث الأوائل، وحصلت على الجائزة الثانية أو الرتبة الثانية في هذه المسابقة تحدي القراءة العربي etc. So the next guy is لحسن الحاج. لحسن الحاج is an incredible people. He participated in a program in Russia that talks about the program is about incredible people who have a strong and sharp memory. Okay, and لحسن الحاج was really incredible. He's an incredible guy. He has the ability to recognize an egg among hundreds of eggs. Can you imagine that? يعني عنده قدرة رائعة جدا، وعنده واحد الملكة في واحد الذاكرة القوية اللي كتقدر تعقل على بيضة من بين مئات البويضات إن صح التعبير، يعني من بين واحد المجموعة ديال واحد العدد الهائل من البيض، وكانت عنده قدرة أنه يعقل على البيضة اللي حدد في الديبار أو اللي شافها في الأول. وهذا بطبيعة الحال هذه موهبة وليست بالسهلة. Next is يوسف العزوزي. يوسف العزوزي is a doctor, the Arab world's top inventor, flow modulator stand invention. هذا الشاب الرائع يعني اكتشف واحد الاختراع اللي كيساعد يعني على واحد small tube. It's a small tube that helps people. It helps their heart to. It helps those. How can I say it? So the Arab world's top inventor, flow modulator. واحد صنع هو واحد تيو صغير تيكون في العروق اللي كيسمح للدم والتنفس أنه يدوز, and of course particularly الدم, and his invention will help a lot of people survive. وتحية له من هذا المنبر هذا. Next is أشرف حكيمي, and he is a professional footballer. Everyone knows about أشرف حكيمي. He is a professional footballer and he has a talent. لديه موهبة خارقة في لعب كرة القدم. So what do all these people have in common? شنو هو القاسم المشترك بين هؤلاء المواهب? So you can think about it. يعني شنو هما characteristics, شنو هما المسائل المشتركة بين هؤلاء الشباب؟ طبعا الحال كاين المعرفة, كاين التعلم, كاين الصبر, كاين الذكاء, كاين الجد والاجتهاد, كاين المثابرة, and so. Okay, الطموح إلى غير ذلك. So we have ambition, we have hard working, we can talk about struggling, we can talk about passion, enthusiasm, taking challenges, etc. Next, which of these talents would you like to have? شنو هي الموهبة من بين هذه المواهب التي تحب أن تمتلك. واش بيتي تكون أنت a film creator or maker like Swinga, or you want to be a reading Arab or Arab reading champion like Fatim Zahra like Maryam Amjoun and Fatim Zahra Akhyar, or do you want to be a comedian, stand-up comedian, or you want to be an inventor like Yusuf Al-Azouzi, or a professional footballer like Hakimi, or an incredible person with a sharp memory like Lahsan Ul-Haj. So which talent would you like to have? من طبيعة الحال كل واحد غادي تكون عنده different you know hope or different talent that you would like to have. Next, fill in the word map with characteristics of gifted people. So here we have got a word map, and your job is to fill in this word map with characteristics of talented people. On this part we are going to have the nouns, but on the other hand we are going to have adjectives. Okay, so when we talk about gifts of youth, we talk about ambition اللي هو الطموح, and this is a noun. For adjectives we say ambitious, which is طموح. Okay, ambition طموح, ambitious طموح. So the first one طموح and then طموح. Number two, enthusiasm, which is الحماس, and then enthusiastic متحمس. Next, adventure مغامرة, and then adventurous مغامر. Okay, courage الشجاعة, and then courageous شجاع. And then we have passion الصبر, and then passionate صابر. Okay, energy الحيوية, and then energetic حيوي. Next, self-confidence, which means الثقة بالنفس, and then confident واثق من نفسه. Finally, we have creativity, which is الإبداع, and then creative, which is مبدع. So I'd like you to have a look at the nouns and their adjectives, okay, and the changes that happen from a noun to an adjective. يعني بغيكم تركزوا على الأسماء والصفات والتغيير اللي تيوقع ما بين الكلمة في النون والكلمة في الادجكتيف. Okay, so we have ambition, ambitious, look at the difference, and then enthusiasm, enthusiastic, adventure, adventurous, courage, courageous, passion, passionate, energy, energetic, self-confidence, self-confident or confident, creativity, creative. Okay, next, which characteristics do you think you have and which ones do you need to develop? Everyone should ask this question: what are the characteristics that I think I have and which ones I need to develop? Once you ask this question, I'm sure that you will stand on your power points and weak points. So we usually have to work on the weak points so as to develop ourselves. The characteristics I think I have, you can give this such as this example. For me, I think I have ambition and energy, but I need to develop self-confidence and creativity. Okay, try to write your own idea and share it with your friends. Next, match the words with their synonyms. Here we have synonyms, words, and their synonyms, المرادفات. Okay, so let's correct. Inventive means creative. We say Yusuf Al-Azouzi is an inventive, he is a creative. Okay, purposeful means ambitious, self-reliant, independent, resourceful, clever, and inquisitive means curious. Okay, so inventive شي حاجة مخترع. Purposeful means طموح. He has a purpose. We say I have a purpose, which means عندي طموح, عندي هدف بغيت نوصل ليه. Self-reliant شي واحد اللي كيعتمد على راسو. I am a self-reliant. I depend on myself, which means I am independent. Okay, resourceful means مرجعي ولا يعني clever, smart, intelligent, etc. And then we have inquisitive means curious. شي واحد فضولي، شي حاجة فضولية، فضولي. Okay, etc. Next, tick the most important thing which make youth develop a strong personality. Here we have got some characteristics. You are free to choose whatever, characteristic you think every young person should have to have a strong personality. We have good education, dressing well, autonomy from parents, hobbies, voluntary work, sense of humor, ambition, parental guidance, and travel or socializing with others. So for me, I think the most important thing or characteristics that every young person should have to have a strong personality, the first thing that we all have to agree about is good education. Yani, good education, I think it's the first most important thing that everyone should have. And then we have number 2 is a sense of humor. And I could add socializing with others. So good education, sense of humor, and socializing with others. But you can choose whatever you want. يعني انت عندك الحق انك تختار اللي بغيتي. ممكن واحد تيشوف مثلا ان good education, autonomy from parents, الاستقلالية من الوالدين ديالو, and of course ambition, for example. Another person might see good education, hobbies, someone who has a hobby, and then a sense of humor. واحد آخر يقدر يشوف مثلا good education ولا voluntary work or participating in voluntary work and travel. So it depends. Okay. But the most important thing that everyone should have is good education, socializing with others, and of course a sense of humor or ambition. Next, fill in the gaps with the right word from the box. We have sense of humor, inventive, talented, resourceful, and inquisitive. So Yusuf Al-Azzouzi is an Moroccan doctor. His invention will help to prevent heart failure. So let's correct. We could say inventive. Yes, good. Yusuf Al-Azzouzi is an inventive Moroccan doctor. Number 2, Mohamed Bassou is a famous Moroccan stand-up comedian who has good education and we talk about humor, we talk about sense of humor. Okay. Mohamed Bassou is a famous Moroccan stand-up comedian who has good education and a sense of humor. Number 3, Let's Learn with Mariam is a program presented by the youngest talented TV host to raise awareness among children about road safety. هيا اللي نتعلم مع مريم برنامج يعني يتم تقديمه في إحدى القنوات التلفزيونية المغربية من طرف الموهبة مريم أمجون. أجد فهم is a resourceful program created and presented by مصطفى سوينغا. أجد فهم من لا يعرف البرنامج أو سلسلة أجد فهم الرائعة التي يعني يتم تقديمها من طرف مصطفى سوينغا. بشرى الضوء is an inquisitive means curious journalist. She always talks about hot political topics. That's all. So we come to the end of the session. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who follows this channel, and I hope that this video helps you to understand what do you mean by gifts of youth and some characteristics of talented people. إلى هنا نكون وصلنا إلى حلقة هذه الحصة. أتمنى أن تكون يعني ممتعة وماتعة بالنسبة لكم، وأتمنى كذلك أن تكون يعني مفيدة لكل التلاميذ الأعزاء. لا تنسوا الاشتراك مع زملائكم حتى تعم الفائدة، ولا تنسونا من صالح دعائكم، وإلى اللقاء.